Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Anime Chat. I am your host, Pop Culture Mechanic. Please call me Pop for short. This month's theme is cooking and food. So, grab your breakfast if you haven't had it already, and let's settle in. Have some good eats. I'd just like to say hello to DJ Ronnie G. How you doing? Macross, and yeah, good morning to you. One of these days you'll have the cool intro like this. Well, yeah, I just got to take the time. I'm sure you'll be able to come up with something pretty awesome. So yes, Sunday Anime Chat. How I usually run things here is we'll go over the news of the week first, just so that we're all caught up in the world of anime. And then after that, we'll hit the main course, as it were. As I said earlier, food and cooking will be the theme of December because we all enjoy some good food and eating all the treats and everything this time of year. We have those big dinners, and what better way to celebrate December, I thought, than to learn about and see some of the food that the animes can come up with. And let me tell you, if you're looking at the screen right now, it looks awful tasty. I'm getting hungry just looking at it. Hey, Jake D, welcome. You felt a disturbance in the state as though millions of voices cried out for freedom and needed to be silenced? Oh, you. All right, well, let's get to the news of the week. It's the Anime News Network. They usually provide what we need to know. Where were we here? What was this? Sunday? Okay, no, we don't have to go back that far. We'll just go back to Monday. I think that's the right date. Yeah, it's the 3rd today, so that would mean 26th was the last one. All right. And if I know Alex Moore, he'll pop in and say he'll be back after the news. Just watch for that. Any good mobile games announced? Let's have a look, Jake D. First up, Shangri-La Frontier Anime's video unveils more cast for new arc. The Idolmaster Shiny Colors anime posts trailer for 3rd theatrical film. Crowdfunding campaign for Kimi wa Nozumo Ein visual novel reaches goal. Well, that's good. Yokinobu Tatsu's Dandaran manga gets TV anime by Science Saru in 2024. And 'tis time for torture. Princess Anime's ad unveils Shalim's opening song, January 8th debut. And hello, Whoopa, good to see you. We're just going through the news of the week right now. I have a feeling that this 'tis time for torture, that will be standard viewing for Whoopstotska. Brian Lee O'Malley, no plans for season 2 of Scott Pilgrim Takes Off anime. I don't know. I mean, I just have zero interest in that. So maybe it's good. Maybe it's good they're not doing a 2nd season. Yuna and the Haunted Hot Springs game gets English PC release. Haunted Hot Springs. Sounds like it could be good, and launched on the PS4 in Japan in 2018. Oh, so it's taken a while to get here. It's the national pastime? I thought so. The Dangers in My Heart Season 2 casts Sayuka Iguchi, Reina Ueda. Going to Tuesday, 22/7 Projects Mina Kiyoi ceases activities with franchise due to health. Oh, man. Another sick Seiyu. That's not good. Shaman King Flowers anime new ad reveals Sumire Uesaka's ending song. Frieren Beyond Journey's End anime casts Yuichi Nakamura as Sein. And for those of you that are keeping up with that, we got to see him on the very last episode, episode 13. Magalumiere Company Limited manga gets TV anime by Moe JC staff in 2024. Delicious in Dungeon anime to be screened in Japanese theaters with bonus manga. Looks like they got some good food going on there. It's how appropriate for the theme of this month. Persona 3 Reload Game's new trailer highlights Ken. Dragon's Dogma 2 game's new trailer announced March 22nd release. Did anyone play Dragon's Dogma 1? I didn't. I'm just wondering if anybody's excited for Dragon's Dogma 2. Attack on Titan VR game delayed to latter half of 2024. Oh man, can you imagine? A VR game of Attack on Titan? That's crazy. Sengoku Yoko anime story video reveals previews, theme songs. Hokkaido Gals are super adorable. Anime's second video reveals theme songs. January 8th debut. What is ladder half? You don't climb up very high on a ladder half. Going to Wednesday. Villainous Level 99 anime unveils second video, more cast and staff, songs, January 9th debut. Tonari no Yokai-san anime's teaser reveals cast, staff, April 2024 debut. Attack on Titan VR game final installment, part 4 latter half. Yeah, subsection A, paragraph 2. To be continued. Level 5 schedules Megaton Musashi W, Fantasy Life I, Decapolis games. Okay. Ya Boy Kong Ming anime gets compilation film next March. Fate Grand Order. Fujimaru Ritsuka wa Wakaranai anime gets new special on New Year's Eve. Pokemon Horizons anime debuts in the US on Netflix in February. Also debuts in Canada on Cartoon Network. Teletoon on March 2nd and in Australia on 9Go, February 27th. Ash and Serena. Oh, I did not know. But yes, Pokemon Horizons. But you gotta have Netflix to watch it. Precure franchise announces Wonderful Precure anime. You need it to be canon, Jake D? I'm sure somebody will help you out. Come on, Pokemon Company, help out a guy, will ya? Detective Conan, Hayakuman Doru no Michishirube film previewed in teaser. Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia smartphone game ends service in February. Don't ever get any phone games because they will shut them down on you. Live action Fly Me to Saitama sequel film debuts at number 1. Godzilla -1 drops to number 2. Really? I definitely want to see Godzilla -1. I'll have to see when Mrs. Mechanic wants to go and see it. Pop down to our local cinema and enjoy some Godzilla goodness. I think some of you guys have seen it already. I'm pretty sure Godzillionaire would have been in there like day one. Legend of Legacy HD Remaster game's new trailer reveals March 22nd launch. But it's Final Fantasy, so there's Tifa, Aerith, Yuna, Lulu, Riku, Rinoa, and... Oh, Jake D, always chasing after those waifus, eh? And Godzilla was great? Good, good. No spoilers, okay? I haven't seen it yet. I do want to go see it, though. And this Legend of Legacy remaster is for the Switch, PS5, PS4, PC via Steam. Sanji is a way of life. Tekken 8 game adds Steve as playable character. Next up, Cupid Parasite Otome Games fan disc heads west in 2024. A fan disc? Well, that's good. Next up, Thursday, A Journey Through Another World novels gets anime in 2024. Oh man, High Card anime second season reveals new cast, opening, theme song artist. Really? I didn't think High Card did that well. The Banished Former Hero Lives as He Pleases anime reveals teaser video. Rikachi's Nina the Starry Bride manga gets TV anime adaptation and reveals the cast. Laid Back Camp anime's third season previews Ayano in second teaser video, new visual. Yuru Yuri spin-off anime Omuroke Films trailer reveals first film's February 2nd premiere. Frere and Beyond Journey's End anime casts Daisuke Hirakawa as Sign's older brother. New Urusei Yatsura anime second half adds 2 new cast members. Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis game's PC version launches on Steam on December 7th. That'll be Thursday. The Blue Wolves of Nibu TV anime casts Chiaki Kobayashi. Crunchyroll unveils original sci-fi comedy anime Astronaut for April 2024. Be careful about this. Crunchyroll and original stuff is usually pretty awful. So I would be very wary of that. Hayao Miyazaki's The Boy and the Heron wins New York Film Critics Award. No, that's fine. It's just, I'm still, the jury's still out for me as to whether I should go and watch it or not. Crunchyroll streams Banished from the Heroes Party Season 2, Dr. Elise Tsukimichi Season 2. Going to Friday. Banished from the Heroes Party Season 2 anime reveals January 7th debut. Character video for Red. Suicide Squad Isekai anime reveals main cast in new trailer. Alright, so they're doing the Suicide Squad in an anime. And obviously Isekai, so they're going to go to a different world. I'm not a big fan of Suicide Squad. Doesn't matter to me. So seems that's the only way that Warner Brothers, DC Comics can try to salvage what little they have of their IPs, is to have it turned into an anime. It's a comic book anime adaptation. At least you have Crunchyroll, Hime. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I like I say, as far as my interest in Marvel and DC goes, it's at its lowest point it's ever been at. So I will keep on reading manga and watching anime. I don't have to worry about those. I have my precious memories of the Golden, Silver Age, and Bronze Age of comics, which were great. And the modern age is just garbage. Yeah, Suicide Squad Sky. Should we look a little deeper into this one? Staff for Warner Brothers Japan and Wit Studios' original Suicide Squad Isekai anime revealed the show's main cast, teaser trailer, visual, and theme song artist on Friday. The below video has English subtitles. Actually, Harley Quinn kind of reminds me of Himiko Toga from My Hero Academia. Get that same crazy look to her. Yeah, Harley Quinn, the Joker, Deadshot, Peacemaker, Clayface, King Shark. The story: in the crime-ridden city of Gotham, Amanda Waller, the head of Argus, has assembled a group of notorious criminals for a mission. Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Peacemaker, Clayface, and King Shark. These supervillains are sent into an otherworldly realm that's connected to this world through a gate. It's a world of swords and magic where orcs rampage and dragons rule the skies. An isekai. With lethal explosives planted in their necks, there's no running or hiding, and failing the mission means a one-way ticket to the afterlife. Can Harley Quinn and her crew conquer this perilous isekai realm? Isekai just means otherworld. Brace yourselves for the pulse-pounding saga of the elite task force known as Suicide Squad as they embark on jaw-dropping adventure. I mean, big deal. Like, they're building them up as, you know, the elite task force, but they're just a bunch of criminals that have to do dangerous things because they're expendable. So, yeah. You see the resemblance, Jake D? Yeah, right on, man. I'm glad it wasn't just me. You've never been a big Harley Quinn fan? Not of modern Harley. I liked original Harley, OG, when she made her debut on the animated series for Batman. Voiced by Arlene Sorkin, of course. And yeah, she was good as a what do you call it? You know, a lackey, the Joker's right-hand woman. You know, that was good. Having her do all this empowered junk, being like, I'm strong female. It's like, yeah, whatever. Hey, Punkwaddle, how you doing? There's no such thing as Western waifu. Talia is the only Batman girl you think is worth a damn. Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Punkwaddle. Yeah, she's birthed into being in the Batman animated series, and you're like, yeah, same with me. I liked it too. I liked her there. Moving along, Konomi Kohara joins cast of Ron Kamonohashi's Forbidden Deductions anime as Chicory. Symphogear franchise gets new film. Pon no Michi TV anime reveals January 5th debut. Character video for Aneru. Playthrough of a certain dude's VR MMO life anime reveals 3 new cast members. Gundam Seed Freedom film gets novel in January. For all you Gundam fans. Strongest Tanks Labyrinth Raids anime reveals more cast. Promo video, January 6th debut. Butareba, the story of a man turned into a pig, episode 9 delayed by 1 week. I have not been keeping up with any of that. Colorful Nya everyday essay manga gets TV anime shorts. Yeah, and of course books from, right, Punkwaddle? I'm still waiting on Gundam Hathaway Part 2 and Frozen Teardrop English adaptation. Yeah, I've heard mixed reviews on the pig one as well, Punkwaddle. It's like, one of them was just like, oh, don't even bother. I believe that was Brandon that said that. I think maybe even Blaine said that. So I trust Blaine's, his opinion for sure. Going to Saturday, Final Fantasy 16 Resident Evil 4 Remake, more games win PlayStation Partner Awards. I don't know what that means, but yeah, Godzillionaire, the pig anime. Brandon said nah, and then someone else said it was okay. Yeah. That's exactly. Oh, DJ Ronnie G, we're Hathaway there. Oh, we're gonna have to ask you to leave now. What do we got here? Delusional Monthly Magazine Animes promo video reveals more cast. January 11th debut. Rayon performs ending theme for High Card Anime's second season. Hololive Tatsuki present short anime on New Year's Eve. So if you want to see some VTubers, you can watch their anime, a short anime on New Year's Eve. Going back to Sunday, Aniplex acquire Reveal Hookah Haze visual novel with English release. Oh, it's a game. Okay. Ishura Anime reveals 2 main visuals, January 3rd premiere. Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising Game reveals story trailer, character pass, Uma Musume DLC. 7th Time Loop, the villainess enjoys a carefree life anime cast, Shinosuke Tachibana. Yeah, Jake D, Hololive. We haven't seen any games yet for the gaming list. What's going on here? Blue Exorcist Shimane Illuminate Saga anime's new video unveils Murasaki Ima's ending song, January 6th debut. The Foolish Angel Dances with the Devil anime unveils 2 new cast, January 8th premiere. Gushing Over Magical Girls anime second video reveals more cast, 3 versions, ending song artists, January 3rd debut. Pretty Series franchise gets new TV anime next April. Yeah, Blue Exorcist coming back. I mean, it's been a while, hasn't it? I didn't even see the original Blue Exorcist. Oh, the 100 Girlfriends Who Really Love You anime casts Sumire Uesaka. So there we go. We have another potential girlfriend added to the list. If you have 100 girlfriends, I wonder if they're going to have like 100 voice actresses play each one of them. Or maybe some will pull double duty. Gushing of Magical Girls, the Jake D story. You make that into a manga and I will buy that. That would be awesome. We didn't get any anime or video game list this time around. What's going on here? Let's say this, the two anime you're keeping up with this season are Shangri-La and Berserk of Gluttony, and just finished season 1 of Jobless Reincarnation. Okay, that's alright. Okay, that's why Blue Extra's been promoted on the streaming channels. Yeah, okay, so they're coming out for the second season. JT's getting the rough draft ready. Nice. Well, I'm going to look back here and see where the heck did I miss? Video game rankings? Shouldn't have. Usually pretty good with that. No, not there. No. No, not back Sunday. No. On Tuesday. Okay. Still nothing. I wonder if it's not even out yet, or it'll show up maybe later today. That's strange. We usually always get that, and also the list of what the people are watching in Japan. Nope, that's it. Any stories anybody would like me to follow up on here? We've been over quite a bit of it. And like Godzilla says, is anyone going to see Boy and the Heron? I'm not sure yet. It looks kind of a little bit out there for me, so I'll wait and see what some of the other people say about it. Only the most talented of artists need apply. Unlike DC and Marvel, Jake D has stringent criteria that must be met. Does that mean they have to draw hot-looking waifus? Pretty sure that's probably your number one criteria for them. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. We didn't get the game rankings. I'm a little disappointed about that. Oh well. The one thing I have to do, though, is get a dinner bell or something so I can ring it and be like, come and get it! But I'll try to look for that. Maybe we'll have that next week. That way that'll let you guys know that we're switching over to the main course, as it were. The theme of the month, food and cooking. And I have for you 2 shows. Yeah, don't be sad, Whoopa. It's okay. Maybe we'll catch up on it next week. And welcome to everybody, whether you're on Rumble or Kick or Twitch or, the usual YouTube crew. We're heading into the main event now. Oh, are we getting buffering going on? OBS says I'm doing okay. I've got excellent bitrate and absolutely 0 drop frames. That's OBS, but maybe it's Restream. I don't know if Restream has trouble. Could just be your side. Okay. I know we were having trouble. I was watching Twitch last night. One of the VTubers I watched, and yeah, she had made it up to like 24,000 drop frames, and she had to stop the stream because it was just too terrible. The chat delay was like a minute. It's you, not me. Yeah, what's DJ Ronnie G doing? What are you doing? Are you trying that? No, it wasn't Philly, and it was Coconuts. So the first show I watched was called Mr. Ajiko. And the synopsis for this is, Ajiyoshi Yoichi is a culinary prodigy who manages the eating house together with his mother. One day, Murata Genjiro appears in the eating house and is surprised at the delicious taste and delicate culinary skills of the katsudon prepared by Yoichi. Subsequently, Yoichi is being invited to the Agio building, in which he is involved in a spaghetti match with the in-house Italian chef Marui. Yoichi's novel culinary ideas, coupled with his enthusiasm of serving the best for his guests, allow him to defeat Marui in the match. From then on, Yoichi begins to compete with other rivals in the race for the best tastes and dishes. So there you go. That is the synopsis for that one. And because I got screwed over by OBS last time, I've had to switch up the way I do things here. Like this. And we go like this. I have to go to display capture because OBS screwed me over big time. And this way I can scrub through the scenes. Obviously, this is the beginning. And this was made in 1987 by Sunrise, the same company that does Gundam. So there you go. They don't just do giant robots, they do Mr. Ajiko. And it starts out, it's got a little bit of live action in the beginning, just in the beginning intro, showing how they make things. And we're still going through the opening. Here we go. There's our main character. He skateboards to work. But you gotta watch out for these giant cars that are racing along the roadway. And I believe he hopped over it. Oops. There we go. Coming along. But he made it over the car. He's good. And then this lackey gets out and starts giving him heck. But he gets pulled away. And the people that were in, these are the guys that are in the restaurant. They'd come and grab him. And this guy drives off because the guy in the back of the car, he's a very important guy. So you drive off. And there he is. He's just dined at that restaurant. And apparently his word is taken with a lot of weight. So everyone's all nervous around him. They want him to be happy that he had a good meal. And there's the chef, the head chef that cooked his meal. But he's got complaints. Apparently the steak wasn't up to his standards. The steak, the antipasto, aperitif, and the sweetie aren't okay. And the translation here of some of the words are quite strange to me. I think maybe they took it maybe a little too literal for some of the translations, so just gotta bear with it. And they're trying to make excuses about how they use the best materials, and he's like, oh, well, you can do that. Anyone can do that if they have money. But it's all up to the chef's skill, and I guess it wasn't up to his standards. And he says even the hair gel and stuff the guy uses, the smell gets onto the food and it doesn't make it good enough to eat. So they go on a little backstory about how this guy is the head of the kingdom and the cooked dishes chefs. And he's famous all over Japan. So obviously the chef is apologizing. Meanwhile, main character Yoichi, talking to his childhood friend. She has her little brother there. So this guy decides he's going to eat there at the restaurant that Yoichi's at. This guy doesn't want him to. He says it's dirty. It's like, why would you waste your time? This place is garbage. Look at it. He's like, no, I'm going to eat there anyway. Yeah, so he keeps insulting the place, calling the guests even are rats, and it's really dirty. Like, the nerve. That's his mother, Yoichi's mother. She is the server. And they're going to try 2 fried pork chops. So some katsudon. And this guy's just not having it. He's like, you're going to eat food made by a kid. He's very insistent. His name's Master Vicon. He's very insistent. He's like, listen, just eat it. Yeah, and he's like, don't even say it's bad. You haven't even tried it yet. And then Yoichi tells him, look, if you're not satisfied, I'll give you the signboard. Apparently I guess that's a big thing, giving away the signboard. Here we go. He hasn't made it before, but he's gonna do it. Here we go. So he wanted to know who did he learn this from? I think he's supposed to have learned it from his father, who was passed on. Oh yeah, pork chops, Punkwaddle. Oh, katsudon. So good. So everybody's standing up for him. All the regular customers, of course, they stand up for him. If he makes good food, it's good food. So this guy's happy. He thinks he's going to fail making this pork chop because he's going to say it's raw. It's going to be raw on the inside. It's not going to be cooked, or it's going to be overcooked. So how is he going to do this? Yeah, it even says the meat's so thick, he's not going to be able to do it. But here we go. Into the hot oil. And then he's done. He's got it ready there. Here we go. And the meal is just awe-inspiring. There you have it. Like, this is some good stuff. I mean, you know what? It's so good. I think we should go like frame by frame. I'm pretty sure Sunrise will jump on me for doing some of this. Look at that. Just tasty katsudon. perfectly made. It's perfect, he says. And this guy can't get enough of it. It is just perfectly done. And he's going to show him how he did it. And this is the thing I really like about this is he actually shows him what he did. So he had 2 pans of oil. The one pan, oil is very hot. So he puts it in there for just a quick amount of time, I think, and that just gets the crust on it. And then he puts it into the other pan, which is a lower temperature oil, but he leaves it in there longer so it cooks the meat. And that's how he explained what he did. Yeah, and they go through it. They actually go through it in a little more detail here, explaining how he did it. Fried pork chop in low temperature oil and fry it slowly. And then, actually, they said leave it in there for about 8 to 10 minutes in the lower temperatured one. So that's quite a while. But at least it will cook the meat in its entirety and it won't be raw. And he used something in the flour, too, to make it a little bit of elasticy. And so this guy doesn't give out his business card to just anyone. But he gave it to Yoichi. And so his mother finds out exactly who that guy was, and she's like, he's famous all over Japan. So he's been invited to learn how to make better stuff at Vicon, under Master Vicon. So and in the next episode, I believe that's when he has the showdown with the one chef there. So there you go. This is an ongoing anime. Sorry, it's got a lot of episodes in it. What was it here? 99 episodes. Yeah, it is fun when they give the real recipes, like how they do stuff, and it's like, gee, I should try that. Maybe see what that's like. But yes, 99 episodes. Whew. Would be good though. I'd like to see what other recipes they do. Maybe this one's a plan to watch. Well, that's that one. That's Mr. Ajiko from 1987. Next one, I thought I chose something a little more modern. Yakitate, Japan. I don't know if you guys have heard of yakitate before, but it's all about the bread. And this was in 2004. This one has 69 episodes. Haha, nice. And the synopsis goes as follows. Kazuma Azuma? Oh, these names. Wants to make bread. Not just any kind of bread, though. He wants to make a bread that represents Japan itself and can stand toe-to-toe with rice as a national food. Thanks to his legendary Hands of the Sun, unnaturally warm hands that allow dough to ferment faster, Kazuma's bread is like a slice of heaven. And when the Pantasia rookie competition arrives, everyone will get a taste of his skill, along with his friend, Koichi, who's only in it for the dough. Oh, bread puns. You guys ready for bread puns? He'll go up against koala karate masters, Harvard bread scientists, samurai with rolling pin swords, and more. Can Kazuma create bread like Nan other. Oh. And bake his way to glory, or should he quit before he's toast? Oh man. There you go. The bread puns made it through that one. Oof. Sorry about that, guys, but I had to read it, you had to listen to it. It's all about the bread, Whoopa, you betcha. I have unnaturally warm hands. Not a creepy thing to tell people. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. I just got to boot it up here. No. Come on. Here we go. Up there. Go back. Okay, good. All right. Yeah, let's do this again. All right. Yakitate. At yeast, you were able to rise to the occasion. Oh, Godzillionaire. Come on, you guys. You got to come up with some better ones than that, too. Or just as good. All right, what do we got here? Starts off the Middle Ages. Goes in like how Europe during the Middle Ages, knights fought each other, and they were very proud of their own lands and all that, and they would name bread after their native lands. You have French bread, English bread, German bread. Yeah, there we go. No. Yeah, okay. So yes, all the fighting's going on. So even in Japan, there's a boy attempting to create a unique bread. There he is. There's the main character, Kazuma. Apparently he's late to catch the bullet train, though. So his sister is like, you gotta go. You're gonna be late. Ah, yes, the famous bread wars of 13th century Europe. Yes, exactly, Godzilla. He's like, oh yeah, I was going to Tokyo today. There we go. She's got her motorcycle. And she is just giving her. Look at this. Driving between the rice fields and all that. Of course, he thinks he's going to die because she's just going like crazy, but they make it. And he gets everyone to try his newest creation, bread number 55, I think, or something like that. And it's called anpan. Or sorry, it's filled with anpan. And it says the note here is anpan is bread filled with anko, a sweet bean paste, also known as azuki. And that was bread number 55 because his grandpa says it's better than number 54. But Japan's bread, Japan does not exist. So that's his goal, is to make Japanese bread made by and for the Japanese people. What we're saying is back when the samurai hid their swords in wooden sheets, we must now hide our swords in what looks like a French baguette. Could be. And here we go. I believe this is the intro. Yakitate. This guy's got his French loaf, it looks like, instead of a sword. We have all the interesting characters that he's going to meet. They all show up in the intro here. Yes, Whoopa Chupa, French bread, le baguette, hein? You like this bread? He was bred for this Oh. And the bread puns keep coming. Here we go, he's off. And the title, he has arrived, the boy who possesses solar hands. Because his hands are so warm. So there they go. Off he goes. His grandmother wishes him luck. And it's been about 10 years since their breakfast became bread, because before that they would just eat rice for breakfast, and didn't even think about bread. So flashback 10 years ago when Kazuma was just a little guy, 6 years old, I think. You were right. Of course you were right, Punk Waddle. You guessed it. So his sister is just really upset that they're not having bread for breakfast. They're just eating rice. There's a Char clone. I saw that guy with the mask. Yeah. And before he got into bread, he's like, yeah, I like the rice we grow here. I like it for breakfast. So his sister gets mad at him. So she decides to tie him up and pull him behind her bicycle as they drive, or she rides, to the bakery in town. In the bakery, they make all sorts of stuff out of bread. Those hands are the equivalent of an easy bake oven. Yes. Apparently it's something really sought after, to have the warm hands to make that bread rise. And they go to Saint-Pierre, which is the bakery. And look at all the stuff made out of bread here. Bread houses, windmill. To him, it looks like a toy store. They got reindeers. All the stuff made out of bread. And they meet the baker. This fella spent time in France learning the art of baking bread. So he's no slouch. There he is. Kindly fella. So that's her. She's excited to feed him some bread, because I don't think Kazuma ever had any bread. Here, eat this. And he eats it. And he bites her while he's at it. You're right, we aren't doing enough. Let's dial these bread puns up to 11. Oh! Oh, man. So now the kid loves bread, but she's late for school. So she leaves Kazuma with the baker. And he's showing him how to make bread. Here you go. You do this, leave it in the pot till it ferments. He explains how the yeast gets activated by the heat, and breaks down the sugars and makes carbon dioxide. He's like, "Do you like bread? I just started liking it." So it's this guy's dream to make bread for the Japanese people. So he's like, all right, I'm going to make my grandpa like bread and increase your customers. And then the baker notices that, hey, the dough he was just kneading right now has expanded quicker. So they want him to try this bread, but he'll only eat it with natto, which is fermented soybeans, and his miso soup. So he mixes it up and puts it on the bread, but it doesn't taste very good. So they're kind of dejected. The next day they visit the baker. Time to bring carb dependence and obesity to the Japanese people. Yeah. So they give a little bit of history here, which I think is quite fascinating. They mention after the war, Yeah, at the end of the war, the supplies from the American army were just lousy hardtacks and rolls. So that's what that's probably why they weren't too endeared to bread, because of the how not very good it was. So I think he tells Kazuma that he has. Okay, he wants to test how far his bread will go, and in order to make it so it goes with natto and miso, they have a special ingredient to put in this bread. And there you go. He's got his all lit up with his solar hands. He's ready to knead the dough. And he's now the baker's watching carefully, that he can see the dough is fermenting just from the warmth of the kid's hands. Douglas MacArthur. Oh! And he says, yeah, now you cut them into 4 equal pieces, put them in there, and bake them away. And then there's the bread for his grandfather. There's the natto and the miso soup. And he's like, just eat it. And he does. And he's like, you know what? He approves of it. Yeah, do what Whoopa says. You need to stop with these puns. What is this, Full Metal Baker? And they're happy. He said, how did you make it so good? Because it was made especially for you. But the baker, he is closing up shop and heading to Tokyo to continue on in his baking career. He might do a little better in Tokyo. Oh, Hayden Robotham. Hello, welcome. We're just going through Yakitate, Japan, which is all about the bread. So the baker's going to Japan. His shop's not doing so well in his hometown, so say your name. Yeah. Hayden. At least I think that's how it's pronounced. Looks that way. So yeah. So they talk about how his grandfather was happy with the bread. And he's like, well, what did you put in there? He put soy milk in there. Apparently because natto and miso are all from the soybean. So it went better together than the other ingredients they're using. I think was just regular milk. He tells him to make the bread rise. It has to be quite warm in there, 30 degrees Celsius, which is pretty darn hot, I'd say. So he's wondering if he's ever going to see him again, because Kazuma likes the baker. And he's like, well, you got to pursue your dream and maybe we'll meet again. 10 years have gone by. And yeah, he still remembers those words. And now he's off to Pantasia. And first thing, he's late. And so he gets deducted 5 points. So everyone starts with 10 points there. All the contestants, as it were. Just subscribe. Hey, thanks, Hayden. Much appreciated. And welcome to anybody else out there who's watching. This month's theme for Anime Chat is all about food and cooking. So if you like food, and like seeing it made and like seeing the presentation. I mean, I'm getting hungry just watching this. This is so tasty. And it's just bread. Earlier on, we saw Mr. Ajiko, and they were making katsudon. -5 to Gryffindor. Oh, Godzillionaire. Oh. So, Kazuma does not make the best impression when he arrives. This is not good. He's already down by 5 points. And he's got to make it through. And I believe there's 35 people. And here's the guy that's in charge. And he doesn't put up with anything. You get it, Fantasia, but for pans? Yes, because, you know, pan is French for bread. So he's in charge of the examination. Kuroyanagi Ryo. And there's, out of all 35, only one will be chosen. So this is pretty crazy. But maybe his solar hands will help him out. He's got that drive. And there we go. Once again, a little bit of live action mixed in with the animation. As it shows the baker there. And then, in the next episode, Maharaja, the day Mount Fuji fell. And they give a little bit of a little tip. Okay, we'll see you around, Hayden. Yes, the next episode. Yes, they have a little thing called Seeds of Knowledge, and how they count slices of bread. It's kind of strange, but I do like how that bread looks. Nice and square, very thin crust. It doesn't have to be a very thick crust. Looks so tasty. And that, everyone, is Yakitate, Japan. Pan's Labyrinth, a maze of bread. We had to subsidize with corn, though. Like a corn maze. Yes, that is Yakitate, Japan. You guys have any of your favorite shows dealing with food out there? I know there's Food Wars. That's probably like one of the more popular ones, and we'll go over that one too at a later date. But I'm trying to bring some of the older shows, such as Mr. Akijo or Ajiko, yeah. Next up, here's what I'm watching this season. So, starting off, 16-Bit Sensation, another layer. I just got up to episode 9. There's 13 episodes, so we got 4 more to go. The main character, she has finished making her game in the past, and now she's back in the future. So I am wondering if anything she did in the past has affected the future. She met one of the people she used to know, and that's that was 25 years ago. So I am anxious to see that, and I also like time travel, so it's been a fun little show to watch. Next up, Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. This one, it says it has 28 episodes. That's good, because I want lots of episodes of this. Do I like Gojo? Oh, which one's Gojo? But Frieren, I'm glad there's more episodes, because this, I'm really enjoying the crap out of it. If you guys haven't seen Frieren, I highly suggest you watch it. Very enjoyable. It's like it's the best show of the season, I'd say. I know a lot of people are saying it's more than that, like they're saying it's one of the best of all time, but I would just say for now, best of the season. Highly enjoyable. And as Godzillionaire knows, when I suggest something, it's not to be taken lightly. Tom with domain expansion. Oh, One Piece. Oh, I love One Piece, Hayden. One Piece is one of my favorite animes and mangas. I'm all caught up in the manga. I'm watching Gatchaman, of all things. 1972 Gatchaman. I'm on episode 44 out of 105. I've got a ways to go, but it's awesome. I like the team aspect, and it's just good old-fashioned hero anime. Punkwell, you should watch more Frieren. I think you would enjoy it. I mean, it's so cerebral, like especially as you get older in life, you can see that because Frieren is such long-lived, the people she knows pass by in her life in the blink of an eye for her. Yes, episodes 1000, Hayden, you betcha. But I would, just sit down, and you don't have to binge it. You don't have to watch everything for Frieren, but just watch one episode, see what you think. And just, if you're like, I really want to know more, then it'll be a good show for you. Overtake is pretty darn good. Yes, it's F4 racing, but there's a lot of, the story of the photographer and the drivers and how they react. It's not your typical, like, oh, there's the bad team, the evil guys, against us, the good guys. It's much better than that. Don't have to binge? Blasphemy! I know, Godzillionaire. I hope you can forgive me for making you watch My Dress-Up Darling all in one day. As long as you enjoyed it, that's the important thing. Have I watched Heartstopper? I can't say that I have, unfortunately. Might be one of those that, because we are so inundated with anime in this day and age, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say there's too much to watch. There's a lot. When I started watching anime in the 80s, there was not a lot. You could only see what was on television. Then in the 90s, it was a good thing they started bringing things over on VHS, because then you could go and watch those. Once again, though, very limited. You had to go to specialty shops. And it was very tough it was the dark times for anime watchers. It was very niche, and it wasn't readily available. Now, there is a tsunami of anime titles that you can see almost anything, so you can miss a lot of good stuff. You can miss a lot of good stuff, you can watch a lot of bad stuff. So it's hard to be picky and try to weed yourself through the chaff and separate the wheat from the chaff and get the good stuff. It's a really good episode, and it's got over 16. Got 2 seasons. Okay. But that's why I haven't seen Heartstopper. First, I don't think I've ever heard of it, and secondly, it can get just buried in the amount of anime we have. But yeah, Overtake, not bad. I like the animation and learning a little bit about it. It teaches you a little bit about F4 and all that, so that's neat. Shy. Discount My Hero Academia. I've 9 out of 12 episodes, so it's almost done. If there's a second season, I'm not going to watch it because it's not doing it for me. Way too much talking, not enough action. So, you tried with Shy, but it's just not doing it. My recommendation is don't waste your time on Shy. Stardust Telepath. Girls building rockets, model rockets. That's the premise here. The one girl, she might be an alien. She says she's an alien. Is she really an alien? It's still up in the air as to whether she is or not, but she can do a little head thing where they touch foreheads together and she can feel and sort of read people's minds. So, yeah. But now it's all about launching the rockets and winning the rocket competition. So, only watch this one if you're a fan of model rockets. Yeah, other than that, I'm not going to push that on anybody. And it's on Netflix. Okay. I don't get Netflix. I refuse to pay. And this is funny. You're talking to a guy who reviews things, animes, and I don't have any of the streaming services. I refuse. I'm not going to pay more money to different streaming services, Disney Plus, Hulu, whatever else is out there, Apple TV. I'm not doing that. I'm not giving my hard-earned money away to those things. I don't want to. I can remember back in the day when we just had the 3 major networks, ABC, NBC, CBS. And that is how you watch things, and you paid for cable, and that was it. Now paying for all those streaming services, it's going to be even more than what you'd pay for cable, which is disgusting. I don't like that. It's not right. Have I watched Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead? No, I haven't seen that, Godzilla. I'm not a big fan of zombies. But I don't know if it has that many in them. I know I've heard the premise is that it's the end of the world or whatever, and there's lots of zombies, and this guy's trying to do all the things he's always wanted to do. But yeah, that's all I know about it. Up in the air, building rockets? Yeah, but there you go. I'll be here all week, thanks. Tip your waitress. The 100 girlfriends who really, 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 really love you. Funny as hell. I have a great time every time I watch this show. It is hilarious. You know, it's got all your different girlfriend tropes. Right? You've got the girl that's like, will do anything for you. You've got the tsundere one, which is always angry that she likes you and doesn't want to show her feelings. You've got the quiet one who can only talk via her phone. There's the analytical, efficient one who shows no emotion but thinks that being in love is fascinating. And then you've got the most recent one, which is the chemist who, better living through chemicals. She always comes up with different kinds of concoctions for people to take. And yeah, they are all his soulmates. And he wants to treat them all very well. So, and good on them for making it, I guess, kind of a wholesome harem. I mean, if there is such a thing. He doesn't have lewd thoughts or anything like that. He just wants to treat them as best as he can. He wants them to all be happy. And the thing is, he met up with the god of love or relationships. Yeah. And he said, well, if they don't get any love back from you, they will die. So he sort of has to. The best part of Zom 100 is how happy the lead is. The world is ending and he doesn't have to go to work. Yeah, okay. Hey, Alex Moore, how you doing? Good to see you. I knew you'd be by after the news, but it's way after the news. So yeah, that's what I'm watching this season. I can't load up on stuff like some other guys. You know, I know Brandon goes through and he just loads up on stuff. And I just can't do that. I just don't have the time. There's, you know, with work and real life stuff, the time I have is quite limited. But I hope to make good choices. Sometimes they don't make those good choices for shows, such as Shy. But all the other ones, yeah, I think I made a good choice. And then ones that I'm planning on watching. Actually, I should just go up here and go. There we go. Planning. See, there's some I still have to plan here, like Cyberpunk Edgerunners I heard is good. Do It Yourself. Legend of the Galactic Heroes, I've heard a lot of good things about that. I want to see Nagasaki 1945, but that's going to be I'm pretty sure it's going to be depressing, that one. I want to watch New Cutie Honey. I've watched the original Cutie Honey from 1973. And then I want to watch New Cutie Honey, which came out in the 90s. Edgerunners isn't bad. It's short and entertaining. Good. Pole Princess movie is coming out. I was always saying and joking around tongue-in-cheek that Pole Princess is going to be the hidden hit of the season. Oh yes, Sandland. Yeah, I want to see that when that comes to theaters. Because that's Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball, making something that is not Dragon Ball. Captain Harlock. That's always good stuff. Leiji Matsumoto. If you're a fan of his style. And I do like his art style. Very good. He always makes draws his waifus like, what is it? Film noir, French film noir actresses. Tensei Shitara Ken Deshita second season, or Reborn, Reincarnated as a Sword season 2. I can't wait for that to come out. I still have to see Tomo-chan as a girl. And Zepang. I swear I've watched this before, but I'm gonna have to watch it again. It's time traveling, but this time it's a Japanese destroyer that goes back in time to World War II, and because of its firepower and how modern it is, it could end the war in probably a day or so. Hello, Melissa Blake. Welcome. Just going over shows I'm planning to watch in the future. And this is the website's called AniList, and it does well tracking all the anime shows you could ever watch or have watched. It lets you know how many you have. What an excellent website. I love it. But yes, Zepang. This is a good one for anyone that's into World War II history and such, sort of an alternate retelling. Kind of reminds me of that live action movie called, I believe it was called The Final Countdown, where an American aircraft carrier goes back in time to just before the attack on Pearl Harbor, and they could stop it with all the firepower they have. They could have taken down every single one of the enemy forces. And I believe that was from 1984. It's called The Final Countdown. Zepang is just sort of the same thing except flip-flopped, where it's the Japanese going back in time, and they could just take the battle to the American forces. Yes, that is what I'm planning on watching. And we should be almost through our season. We should be starting a new season soon, I think. After these shows are done now. But it looks like Friern's going to go into the next season as well, with 28 episodes. You watched a lot of anime and you like Chainsaw Man. Okay. I haven't seen Chainsaw Man, but that's okay. Like I was mentioning earlier, the amount of anime shows available now is incredible. You have a big tidal wave of shows, and you can miss some good ones and miss some not so good ones, and it's trying to sift through all that. But you do it by word of mouth. Somebody watches something that you haven't seen yet, and they tell you it's good, and you trust them. And if it's not good, then you don't trust them after that. Oh, Chainsaw Man's bloody? Oh, okay. Well, I gotta admit, I'm not much one for the blood, guts, and gore, just because after a while you just, you don't want to see that stuff anymore. I mean, back when I was younger, I probably would be right into it, but as you get older, at least for me, I'm just like, I don't need to see stuff that terrorizes and horrifies me anymore. I'm all about the 100 girlfriends who really, really, really love you, and Frieren is another good one, and 16-Bit Sensation, and Overtake. Don't have to watch Shy though. I wouldn't recommend Shy to anybody, and only watch Stardust Telepath if you like launching and learning about model rockets. But yeah, it's good to have you here. I'm glad you stopped by. Anybody else that's out there on Kick and Rumble and Twitch and the usual YouTube suspects, I'm glad you all stopped by. Like when you mean bloody, you mean guts torn out, eating other living beings. Yeah, I'm not up for that. That's not for me. I'm more of I like My Hero Academia. That's a good one. I like lots of mecha. I know there's a bunch of mecha heads here. Last month was all about the kaiju, so we did a bunch of kaiju episodes last month. So yeah, I try to do a theme every month, just to keep things all fresh and different, just so I can expand my genres as well. There's a bit of romance in there as well. Oh, okay. I'm okay with romance. But yes, I know I haven't watched as much as other people. It says here I've completed 187 shows. When you mean romance, you mean boob touching? Oh, well, I don't know how romantic that is. But yeah, that's, I guess I've heard a lot about Chainsaw Man, but I don't think I'm going to watch it. Just because it's not for me. So I'm interested in what you guys think. Do you guys like the different themes every month? Would you like me to keep up on that? Do you guys find it interesting that I pick a different theme? I try not to, do the same old themes every month. Try to switch it up a bit. Like for Halloween, it wasn't about scary; it was about cosplaying. So I'm curious what you guys think. You also like One Piece a lot. I am a giant One Piece fan. If we can scroll down here to what I've seen for One Piece. Yeah, so I'm currently watching it on DVD. I'm up to, what are we up to now? We just finished. Oh, it's Whole Cake Island. So we're at Whole Cake Island in the DVDs. I'm all caught up in the manga. I've watched almost all the movies. One Piece Gold, Film Red, Strong World, Zed, Defeat Pirate Gunzak, Django's Dance Carnival, Story of Chopper, episode of East Blue, Heart of Gold, their baseball special, Stampede, The Desert Princess and the Pirates, One Piece, the movie. I mean, yeah. I'm down the One Piece rabbit hole. And it's all good. If you join my Discord, I also have shown some of the collectible things there. I have a Nami mouse pad. So I'm a deep into the One Piece. You're the heretic here that gave up on One Piece a long time ago. That's okay, Godzillionaire. I don't hold it against anybody if they give up on something. Like it's obviously you didn't keep your interest, and it should have, but it didn't. But yeah. Once again, are you guys okay with the theme months? I'm kind of trying to gauge things here. You always want to find out if you're doing a good job being a YouTuber, and I need some feedback. Like, is it good? Is it not good? Like, do I do something different? Can I do something to improve? Like, need some feedback here, you guys. I just put out one of my a new short. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet. It's all about picking the right tool for the right job. And it seems to get a lot of moderate, well, I shouldn't say moderate, small amount of views. Luffy's laughs are really funny. Oh, yeah. Well, have you seen the voice actors for Luffy? Like, I remember when One Piece Day rolled around, I was watching it on YouTube. And I'm glad they subtitled it, because you got to see all the voice actors and everything like that. And yeah, people were having a great old time celebrating One Piece Day. When size matters. That's the one. Yeah, that's the short I have out there. You go all the way from like an 8-inch pipe wrench to like a 4-footer, 48-inch pipe wrench. That's when you know you're serious, when you're yarding that thing out. That's the one you get the apprentice to carry. You're like, here, take this out there. You're strong. Well, I hope everyone had a good time today. I know I did. Yeah. Let's start wrapping the show up now. I'd just like to thank everybody that showed up today. People like DJ Ronnie G and Jake D, our own Whoopa Troopa, and of course Punk Waddle. It's always good to see you. Godzillionaire. It's everyone's favorite kaiju, by the way. And there was new people I saw in the chat too, like Hayden. Thanks for coming by, Hayden. And Alex Moore. Always good to see Alex. And Melissa Blake. What a real treat for you to stop by. So please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and most importantly, spread the word. Let people know that, hey, on the weekends, Pop is there On Saturdays, he does gaming, retro gaming, that is. And on Sundays, it's all about the Sunday Anime Chat. And on Tuesdays is Trades Talk Tuesday, because, I feel it's my goal here to spread the word about being in the skilled trades. I don't know if there's any other YouTubers out there doing this, but I hope I'm doing a good job to stir up people's interest. There's other excellent channels out there too. People I watch personally, I think they're good YouTubers, like Pacific 4 and Blaine from Blaine's Escape Corner. He streams every weekday at 7 p.m. Pacific. There's Ronin66 out there, and our own DJ Ronnie G. There's Brandon the Anime Guy. And you want to see a good anime show, you watch Brandon the Anime Guy. He does really well. There's the Nerdporeal Lifeform. There's Angry Canadian, who I want to see more streaming from. I really enjoy watching Angry Canadian, especially his video game music analysis. Those are great. There's our own Woopa Troopa, who has good internet now, I think, so he should be getting back into his chill streams for gaming. And Punkwaddle. You can find Punkwaddle at Floral from Under a Rock and on Snowdub's channel. He also has his own channel, where he does his ponderances. They really make you think. I have a Discord. It's called The Shop, because that's where all the tradesmen hang out. We hang out at the shop, where we all shoot the breeze. Coming up, it's Tuesday. It's going to be Tuesday. It'll be Trades Talk Tuesday. Hopefully I'll have more pictures and videos for you guys and information in general on how to get into the skilled trades, what to expect. And maybe we can talk about some specialty tools and such. After that, it's Saturday. I'm playing more Golden Sun for the Game Boy Advance. This game is just great overall. It's highly enjoyable. It's got just the right amount of difficulty to it, and I'm really enjoying it. What a great RPG. And finally, we come around again to Sunday Anime Chat, where the theme is food and cooking. I will show you more cooking and food anime shows where we can see all the delicious stuff they prepare, because presentation is a big part of it, especially in Japan. The presentation of food, that's what gets you really into it. You feast with your eyes first, and then you get to taste it, and it's just it's for all the senses, really. And that's what I think, because December you're going to be eating lots of food. Might as well eat good food. Well, that's it for me, everyone. I hope to see you on Tuesday, on Trades Talk Tuesday, which is at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. And if not, then hopefully next weekend. But until then, I've been Pop, and I am signing off.